Back to the phones we go. Claudia, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Neil. How are you?
Heartbreaking. The, firstly, the misdiagnosis on 3 occasions of yet a young Irish mother, and Lindsay Bennett in court yesterday, sobbing on the steps of the court. Very sad for a misdiagnosis. And misdiagnosis is close to your heart, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's devastating. Devastating. My brother was told by his doctor on numerous occasions through the years that he had a pinched nerve in his back. And he went over to Birmingham with his partner then to work in the Cadbury's factory, and he went to the emergency room. And with crippling pain, I suppose, was it? He was in agony with his back. Yeah. Agony. And I suppose he lost weight through the time as well. And the doctor in A&E said, you have a massive tumour at the end of your spine. When he went into the A&E in Birmingham, they found it? They found it straight away, yeah. Straight away. And I suppose he rang us at home and he was roaring, crying, and he said, the doctors made me feel crazy at home when I kept going back. And he came home then to get the treatment, and the cancer went away, and it came back then again, but they told him the second time again it was only a pinched nerve. And he said, you told me that the first time, and then I got diagnosed in England. Then he came back and the cancer came back and it killed him. Was there never any scans in Ireland, any biopsies, any exploratory surgery? Like, this was a ticking time bomb. It was. He got, I think, 4 MRIs done. He got X-rays, PET scans, CT scan. He got all the works. But when all that was done, was that still when they were saying it was a pinched nerve? Yeah. But yet in the A&E, I don't know what the protocol was where they examined him or how they examined him. They said, you have a tumour. Somebody then investigated the tumour and found it to be a sarcoma, found it to be cancerous. Yeah. Straight away, within, I'd say, 4 hours, they had a diagnosis of Ewing sarcoma to childhood cancer. So it was there a very, very long time. It was slow growing, but when it spread, then it was rapid. And what kind of emergency intervention did the HSE do when he came back to Ireland? Well, basically, the hospital in Birmingham sent all the notes over and what treatment he needs, and straight away they gave him chemotherapy and radiotherapy. And I suppose he went up every day, came back home, and he just kind of got on with it, really. And it just took him. And he passed away at 32? 32, yeah. Left a wife behind and... No, he wasn't married. They broke up. Okay, but still in all, left an extended family behind to mourn him. Absolutely, absolutely. And he passed away, was it last May? Yeah, the 11th of May. Yeah. It's astonishing that it was missed, isn't it? That's the thing, like with the cervical cancer, it's the same kind of thing, like that you can be told you have a pinched nerve when actually it's the tumour that's pressing on the nerve. So my advice to people is, if you're told you have a trapped nerve or a pinched nerve but you're really not happy with it, go get a second opinion and fight for that diagnosis if you think in any way that you're not well, because I would not like to see anyone go through what my poor, beautiful brother went through, and seeing him deteriorate rapidly and saying that he was a burden on everyone, and he was just the most beautiful person. And the nicest thing that came out of it was, like, we got onto so many people, to fill a bucket list for him, but the manager from Leeds United at the time, COVID, they couldn't home visit, but they gave him a beautiful cert, and that was the only thing that put a smile on his face. And then when he died, Leeds United were up. So, like, it's just them little things matter. But I know that he was very brave about it and felt he was a burden to the family. But was he any way bitter or angry about the missed diagnosis? Absolutely not. he wasn't. He just appreciated every bit of help he got, and he never, ever, ever once used a bad word while he was sick. He was just so humble. That's the exact word I'd use, and he was thanking everyone for looking after him. But like, he was very brave. If it was me, I don't know what I'd do.
Was there any apology or explanation from the HSE?
Graham didn't even want to do anything about it. He just said, look, it is what it is. Just leave it. It's not going to bring back my life. He didn't want compensation, anything. He just wanted to be okay because he was so anxious, as it is, before he got diagnosed with cancer. So he kind of just didn't want to fuss. He just wanted to be let be, and that was it.
And did he go to Marymount and pass away there?
He didn't. He passed away in the CUH. He was at home in the care of my fantastic mother and father, and myself. We all done our bit to look after Graham, but he went into the CUH on the 9th of May, and he passed away in the arms of my dad at the 11th of May.
I wasn't expecting this conversation with you this morning. I can tell you, words fail me. They really and truly do. You miss him so much.
I do. I miss him terribly. I just don't want anyone to feel the pain that I'm feeling, because I miss him so much. He was my best friend. He was my everything, and it's just...
I know.
I can't bring him back. I wish I could,
You must be very proud of the dignity in which he handled his illness.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my God, definitely. And he appreciated every little thing, which... it's just the fact that he was so humble and so caring makes it more sad that he's gone, because there's no one ever going to fill his gap.
No son or daughter should ever die in the arms of their parents. None.
No. And fair play to my mum and dad. They don't drive or anything, and in the winter they used to just go over to Tesco and get 10 bags, and my poor dad has a heart condition, but I tell you, they didn't moan or crib the things they done as well to look for my brother. It was just...
You're looking after each other now though, aren't you?
Yeah, especially my mum, because my mum, obviously, that was her baby, so I just... I treat her every week to little things, maybe a coffee or something, and she comes shopping with me in Dunn's every week. We just kind of keep close to each other, because obviously it's affecting my mum immensely. It really, really is. She's not the same since Graham is gone.
I know. And on top of that, you have all of this COVID been thrown into the mix, and restrictions, and people cocooning and issues like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm so glad that you did come on air, upsetting as all as it is for you, because it's a lovely tribute to your brother, that's for sure. And you know what?
It really is.
In brighter, sunnier times, it would be lovely for us to maybe do something nice for yourself and your folks, just maybe organise some wonderful weekend breakaway, just to give them a change of scenery. Would it be okay if I did a little bit of work on that?
That would be, especially for my mum and dad, it would mean absolutely everything to them. It really, really would.
Well, that's going to happen, and it'll be very easy for me to do it. I can't say when, but I'm going to take a note of my conversation with Claudia, and we'll be back in touch with a nice weekend break for either both of them, or if you'd like to go along, that would be even lovely.
Yeah, it would be lovely. Thank you so much, and thanks for the time to listen.
Thank you for coming on. You're a great sister and a great daughter. Thanks so much. We'll be back to you.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Care.